Yo, yo. What's up, guys? It's your boy, Mr. Chow. Your boy, Mike here, coming at you with a brief video. Going to discuss and talk about some of my most intense paranormal experiences and then some. Probably going to jump around a little bit in this video from story to story, but you'll get the gist of it throughout the video. So let's get started. So story number one takes me back to when I was living in a town called Stratford, Connecticut. In any case, I lived in a small house, and my bedroom was probably the most active room in the house as far as paranormal activity goes. Really was active. Um, let's put it this way: I was living with somebody who was a witch, and she conjured something up that couldn't be put away or tucked away easily. It made itself known throughout the whole house. Um, in my back room that I slept in, when you walked in, or even when you walked by, it was sometimes easy to see a black apparition that literally looked like a demon. What you would think of a traditional demon to look like looked exactly like that. Be in the back corner as you walked by or went in the room, you would see it, and then it would disappear. Um, Sometimes though it didn't disappear, and that was what was crazy about it, because it was almost like it wasn't scared to be in front of you. It didn't run, it didn't hide. It made its presence known, which is crazy. Um, a story that came out of that house that I lived in. We'd be sitting in the living room, right, watching TV, and all of a sudden you would see a bouncy ball coming, thrown off the kitchen table, bouncy, bounce, 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 and would just bounce in front of us and then come to rest and stop moving completely. So there was something that obviously there was some entity in that house that had enough power or energy to move and throw that ball, which blows my mind. Doors would open and close by themselves. You would hear whispers a lot at night, especially at night. Um, Nothing specific, but just whispering, if you know what I mean, something like that. What else, guys? What else? Trying to think here. Other things that happened in that house. Oh yeah, you could always almost, if you really oh shit, my thing almost fell. Excuse my language. But if you listen closely, especially at night, this goes back to the thing at night. You could hear a little kid laughing, and it didn't sound like a kid happily laughing. It sounded like a twisted, malicious, malevolent laugh, straight up, and it terrified all of us. One time we actually set up, we put baby powder in front of all the doors, right? And we closed the doors at night, um, after we went to bed. And in the morning, one time we woke up and there were little hoof prints, like hoof prints, in the baby powder that was on the floor, as if something walked through the powder, through the door, and into the room where we were sleeping. Blows my mind. Word to me. Anyways, now I'm going to jump to another paranormal experience and story that I had also. So this brings me, actually, same town, Stratford, Connecticut. I was at a buddy's house. First time I went over his house, I was about maybe 15 or 16 at the time. Had already had my fair share of paranormal run-ins, but still, this one shocked me. This one blew me away at how potent and how powerful this entity was, or whatever it was. In any case, I walked into his house. He was first off, right off the bat, telling me his place is haunted, which is why I wanted to go over so badly, because I was very interested in the paranormal world, and I wanted to know more about it and see if I could see things for myself and prove it to myself. In any case, taken back, if we're going back now, yeah, I don't know how old, but really hard to say. But to get to the point, I walk in the house, and in the living room's right off the front door when you walk in. So I took a right, hooked a right, went into the living room, and there was a painting on the wall, guys, and it literally projected itself off the wall and fell forward. It didn't fall. It didn't just fall. It projected itself forward, shot forward, and then fell. It didn't break. It didn't shatter. It was all. It was glass. It was glass. It was framed and everything. Nothing broke on it, which is also very weird. But it just, the way it happened, it pushed me out of the house so quick. I ran out, because back then I wasn't able to confront the paranormal world as well as I am now, and I wasn't as experienced in it as I am now. And seeing what I saw that day, it confirmed that there was something out. There's something on the other side that can interfere and interact with our own world. And that was one of my craziest experiences, to be honest, with something actually being thrown at me. Another time, I lived in Hamden, Connecticut, and there was a fork that was thrown across the kitchen and into the sink that I was doing dishes in front of me. It just happened all in front of me. Something picked up the fork and threw it. That's how I can explain it the best I can. My house in Hamden, whenever you would go into the basement, you would sense something just watching you, like looking over you, and just eyeballs on you constantly. And I actually caught some pictures in that house in the basement. There were a lot of orbs. It wasn't dust, I can confirm. Sorry guys, my camera cut out. I ran out of storage. In any case, back to the story. I can confirm that it was not dust. It was an orb. They were orbs, a lot of them, and in some of the pictures were to me. Anything, a lot of orbs. And in that same house, I don't have the picture anymore. Go figure. It got thrown out, which is highly. Oh my god, I'm so upset about that, guys. Word to me. But I actually took a picture of a black shadow figure. Literally, that's all I can explain. That's the best way I can explain it. Of a black shadow figure peering around the corner of a door, looking at me, straight up looking at me, eyeballs on me. So that explains and goes more into detail about how you always felt like you're being watched. I caught proof of it, guys, on everything. I wish I could show you the picture too, but only my eyes saw that, so I can't force you to believe it, but it happened. Another experience I had was at an abandoned mental hospital and institution in Connecticut as well. And I was on the third floor in a building and walking down the corridor, the hallway, and it turned off and there was another hallway. So I looked and started to walk in that direction, which was adjacent to the other hallway I had just been in. And at the end of the hallway I was in, at that point, there was a door at the end of the hallway, right? And it was slightly ajar. Um, at that point in time, I had an EMF meter. The EMF meter started to spike and go crazy, off the charts, right? And then after that, I heard a laughing sound at the end of the hallway, exactly where I was walking to. So I continued. I wasn't scared. I continued, pushed through. And as I got closer to the door, I saw another, like I said in the one of my previous stories, a black apparition, best way I can explain it, peering out of the door and then tuck itself back through the door. The door shut. It shut. There was nobody in that building but me and another friend. Guarantee you that. There was no one that would be playing pranks on us, so there's no way to think about it that way. It was an entity that had enough power to slam, maybe not slam, but shut the door physically. Move it. Made me a believer right then and there. But then again, I was already a believer, so I can't really say that. But that's right. And for my last story, this took place at Union Cemetery, also in Connecticut, in Easton, Connecticut. I was at the cemetery, and this is a crazy story. I was in the cemetery after dark and walking around, taking pictures, whatnot, for Instagram and so forth. And out of the corner of my eye, I saw something moving to the left of me in the cemetery. And what did I do? I went towards it. As I was walking towards it, the thing literally that looked like a little apparition manifested from a black shadow figure to a white, silky, apparition-looking thing, person, creature, whatever. And I believe that was who is known as the White Lady Ghost. I believe I captured her with my I saw her with my own eyes. I took a picture to another picture I lost of that same night, on that same night, of the White Lady. And I caught her with my own two eyes, saw her with my own two eyes on everything. Swear to God, on the Bible, on the Bible. And she proceeded to walk away and just vanish before my own eyes. And that was that. That was the last time I've seen the White Lady. And I've been back there since to Union Cemetery. But she's been reported by dozens, hundreds, thousands of people. So my story isn't the only one that's credible. So there are a lot of stories out there, guys, to make a long story short. In any case, this concludes the video. Just wanted y'all to get a taste of my personal paranormal experiences that I've had over the years and so forth, and really wanted to share it with you guys, so I'm glad I got to do that. Hope you guys like this video. Drop a like down below. I'd appreciate that like. You really would make me feel like a G. I'll tell you what, word of me. Thank you for that like. Come on now. Come on, somebody. Also, smash that subscribe button. Come on, you know you want to. And what else? What else? Drop a comment down below. Let me know about your personal experiences with the paranormal and supernatural realm, and or whatever else you want to include. I love the feedback. I love the support, and that's right. In any case, guys, until next time, as always, cheers and chow. Peace, guys. Be easy.